Welcome to Psych Insight, where we view the world through the lens of psychology. If you find this content helpful, please share, like, and subscribe to join our community and stay updated with our latest insights. Thank you for watching. So let's talk about the game of perception and power. It's about how others see you, how they react to your presence, and how readily they listen to your influence. The foundation of this power lies not in brute force or overt displays of domination, but in a far more subtle and potent force, self-perception. How you see yourself, the image you project, and the aura of authority you cultivate, these are the true levers of power. This is the royal mantle you must learn to wear. Imagine a king, not in the literal sense of bloodlines and crowns, but in the metaphorical sense of personal power. He carries himself with an innate confidence, a quiet assurance that commands respect without demanding it. His gaze is steady, his voice measured, his movements deliberate. He understands that power is not about aggression or force, but about presence and self-belief. This is the essence of acting like a king. Throughout history, the most effective leaders have understood this principle. They've grasped the power of self-perception and wielded it as a potent weapon in the game of influence. From the stoic resolve of Roman emperors to the charismatic magnetism of revolutionary leaders, the ability to project an image of power has been instrumental in shaping destinies and altering the course of history. In this video, we'll delve into the psychology behind this phenomenon, exploring how historical icons have used self-perception to command respect, secure power, and leave an indelible mark on the world. Julius Caesar, the legendary Roman general and statesman, understood the power of expectation management. He cultivated an image of invincibility, an aura of confidence that preceded him into every battle and political arena. His soldiers believed in his leadership, his enemies feared his cunning, and the Roman populace looked to him for guidance. Caesar's self-belief was infectious. He projected an unshakable confidence in his abilities, a conviction that inspired his followers and intimidated his rivals. This wasn't mere bravado, it was a carefully cultivated image designed to shape perceptions and influence outcomes. By setting high expectations for himself, Caesar created a self-fulfilling prophecy, drawing others into his orbit and bending reality to his will. This principle applies beyond the battlefield. In the boardroom, the courtroom, or any arena where influence is paramount, managing expectations is key. Projecting an image of confidence and competence can sway opinions, inspire trust, and pave the way for success. Just as Caesar's self-belief shaped the destiny of Rome, your own self-perception can shape your own destiny. Louis XIV, the Sun King of France, understood the power of social proof. He created a court of unparalleled grandeur, a spectacle of wealth and extravagance designed to awe and intimidate. His palace at Versailles was a monument to his power, a tangible manifestation of his royal authority. Louis XIV surrounded himself with the trappings of success, creating an aura of power that extended far beyond his own person. By showcasing his wealth, his influence, and the adoration of his courtiers, he reinforced his image as the absolute ruler of France. This lavish display of social proof served to legitimize his reign, silencing dissent and solidifying his grip on power. The principle of social proof is as relevant today as it was in the court of the Sun King. People are naturally drawn to success, to those who appear to have it all. By associating yourself with success, whether through your achievements, your network, or even your personal style, you can leverage this principle to enhance your own perceived power. Queen Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen of England, was a master of non-verbal communication. Her regal bearing, her piercing gaze, and her carefully crafted speeches projected an image of strength and authority. She understood that true power lay not in words alone, but in the subtle cues that conveyed confidence and command. Elizabeth I's non-verbal communication was a carefully honed performance. She used her body language to command attention, her tone of voice to inspire respect, and her facial expressions to convey a range of emotions from regal displeasure to subtle encouragement. Her mastery of these non-verbal cues allowed her to project an image of power that transcended the limitations of language. In today's world, where communication is often instant and fleeting, non-verbal cues remain crucial. Your posture, your handshake, your eye contact, these subtle signals can speak volumes about your confidence and authority. By mastering the art of non-verbal communication, you can project an image of power that words alone cannot achieve. Cognitive dissonance, the Gandhi paradox. Mahatma Gandhi, the leader of India's independence movement, presents a fascinating paradox. He was a man of peace, advocating non-violent resistance, yet he wielded immense power, challenging the might of the British Empire and inspiring millions. How did he reconcile this seeming contradiction? Gandhi understood the power of cognitive dissonance. He presented himself as a humble servant of the people, eschewing the trappings of power and embracing simplicity. This created a dissonance between his perceived meekness and the power he wielded, a dissonance that ultimately worked in his favor. His opponents underestimated him, while his followers saw him as a symbol of moral authority. This principle of cognitive dissonance can be applied in various contexts. By presenting yourself in a way that challenges expectations, you can create a sense of intrigue and unpredictability. This can make you appear more powerful, as people struggle to reconcile your perceived traits with your actual influence. Modern monarchs commanding respect in the boardroom. The principles of acting like a king are not confined to the annals of history. They are as relevant today as they were in the courts of kings and emperors. In the modern world, the boardroom has become the new battlefield, and corporate leaders are the new monarchs vying for power and influence. Consider the CEO who commands the attention of the room with a single word, the entrepreneur who inspires confidence with his unwavering vision, or the manager who motivates his team with quiet authority. These individuals, though lacking crowns and scepters, embody the same principles of self-perception and social influence that have guided powerful figures throughout history. By cultivating a regal presence, managing expectations, leveraging social proof, mastering non-verbal cues, and even embracing cognitive dissonance, modern leaders can navigate the complexities of the corporate world with the same strategic brilliance as their historical counterparts. The ethical tightrope: power, perception, and responsibility. The pursuit of power, even when rooted in self-perception and social influence, raises ethical considerations. There's a fine line between projecting an image of confidence and resorting to manipulation or deception. Acting like a king should never come at the expense of integrity or ethical conduct. The true measure of a leader lies not just in their ability to command respect and wield influence, but also in their commitment to ethical principles. Power without responsibility is a dangerous force, capable of causing harm and undermining trust. Ethical leadership requires a balance between self-belief and humility, ambition and compassion, assertiveness and empathy. As you cultivate your own royal presence, remember that true power is not about dominance or control, but about service and leadership. Use your influence wisely, with a keen awareness of the ethical implications of your actions. Strive to be a force for good, inspiring others to reach their full potential while upholding the highest standards of integrity. The balancing act: authenticity and authority. In the pursuit of acting like a king, it's crucial to strike a balance between authenticity and authority. Projecting an image of power should not come at the expense of your true self. Authenticity is essential for building trust and fostering genuine connections. While it's important to cultivate a regal presence, this should not be a facade or a mask. True power comes from aligning your external image with your internal values. Embrace your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and strive to be the best version of yourself. Remember that authenticity is not about perfection, but about being true to yourself. It's about owning your story, embracing your individuality, and letting your genuine self shine through. This authenticity, when combined with a regal presence, creates a powerful and compelling force. In conclusion, embracing the royal within. The concept of acting like a king is not about literal royalty, but about tapping into the power of self-perception and social influence. It's about cultivating a presence that commands respect, inspires confidence, and paves the way for success. By mastering the principles of expectation management, social proof, nonverbal cues, and cognitive dissonance, you can unlock your own inner monarch and wield influence with grace and authority. As you embrace this journey, remember to tread the path with ethical awareness, balancing your pursuit of power with a commitment to responsibility and integrity. Strive to be a force for good, using your influence to uplift others and make a positive impact on the world. And above all, remain true to yourself, letting your authenticity shine through your regal presence. The royal mantle awaits. Embrace the king within.